Hey guys, welcome back to the podcast. This is episode 156. Wrote it down. I wrote it down so I wouldn't forget, and I didn't forget because I wrote it down. I did forget, so I had to look, but then I saw it, so I was reminded. So yeah, maybe I did forget. Even though I knew last week was 155, so obviously the next episode is going to be 156, right? You know, that's usually how numbers work. Just, so I don't know why I had to check. I don't know why I had to check which. Well, you never know. You never know. You know, maybe one week, maybe one day, that maybe they changed the way numbers are. You know, and then I check one day and I go, and I'm like, if I'm in public, I'm counting to 200, and I go, 155, 154, 155, 156. Someone will overhear me and stop me and be like, whoa, hold on. Did you hear? And I'm like, what do you mean? What did I hear what? And they're like, they actually changed it. They actually changed numbers. What do you mean they changed? You can't do that. You can't just change numbers. And they're like, yeah, you actually can. You actually can change anything if you want, you know? So they actually changed 156 isn't actually a number anymore. It was giving people too much trouble. It was giving people too much trouble in math and podcast episodes, so they actually removed it. Okay. But it is episode 156. The fuck am I talking about, man? Hope you guys are doing good. This is a great episode. We got a bunch to talk about. We got a bunch to go over. I will say really quick before I forget. Last episode, I was re-listening to one part of it because I wanted to see if there was any like good bits in there for like to use in like stand-up or anything. And I missed a joke, dude. I missed a joke. It was right there. It was right there, and I missed it. And I don't know how I missed it. But the joke was how, like, trading cards are basically, it's gambling, right? Buying trading card packs of trading cards, it's gambling, essentially, but for nerds. And I thought it'd be, like, funny if there was a casino somewhere, like in Vegas, but it was just, like, Pokemon cards and shit. Like, that'd be really funny. And I said a casino, but instead of playing cards, there's Pokemon cards, and I didn't say Pokermon. What am I doing? This is irresponsible. Okay, so I want to apologize. I want to apologize to you, the listener, for not saying Pokermon. How did I miss that? It was right in front of me. The whole time. He was like, hey, this was Pokermon. In front of my face. He was like, hey, Curtis, I'm right here. You know you want to say me? It'd be a nice little pun to go in your premise. You know? It's super easy. It's a very easy thing to just slide in. I was just like, no. You know, I just wasn't paying attention. It's irresponsible for me as a podcast host to be doing shit like that. So I'm sorry. Oh, you ever get an itch behind your eyeballs? Just got one. It's so high up in your nose that it's between your eyeballs. That's where I have an itch, and hate it a lot. And it didn't have, and it wasn't there when I started recording, so that's cool. So it just came out of nowhere. Yeah, we got stuff to talk about today. We got some good stuff. Real quick, I want to shout out to Patreon. We got a bonus episode this week as well. Every week, man. We're almost at 800 patrons, dude. Crazy. Thank you for the support. This week on the bonus episode, let me run through what we're talking about. We're talking about a bad PR, public relations situation that happened to me recently. And there's a segment I do on my Patreon called the Abandoned Bits segment, where I talk about old bits that never worked on stage or never worked anywhere, and I just kind of talk about them on the podcast. And we're answering some questions that was submitted on the Patreon. Also, another story about catfishing on the Patreon. It's real. We got some good topics to talk about today, but yeah, thanks for the support. Patreon.com/very really good. And yeah, man, this week was interesting. I did my first full dedicated Twitch stream to unboxing a Digimon first edition box of Digimon cards. And it was interesting, man. I'll say that. The full video will be out later on my gaming channel about it, but we might have gotten scammed. Okay. We don't know yet. Okay. That's still up in the air. But it was just so weird because I opened the box. Everything seemed fine. Okay. Like the top little flap of it was a little open, but that's just because like if you set something on top of it, it'll open because it's like thin, like cardboard, like dotted line cardboard, whatever the fuck that's called. And like, I was like, that's okay. And then we started opening packs, and there was like some cards missing. Like there's supposed to be 6 cards in each pack plus a holographic card. But some packs there would be like 4 cards and no holographic. So I was like, this is weird. But I just chalked it up to like, factory error, right? This was 20 years ago. They didn't have like as big of a budget as like Pokemon. Pokermon, the joke. The joke that I missed. So I was like, yeah, this is probably just factory error. They were probably just like, yeah, fuck it. No one's going to buy these anyway. They just packed the things all willy-nilly, But then I got to one pack, and it looked like someone opened it and like ironed it together, like glued it and ironed it back together because it was all like morphed and weird and shit. Like that wouldn't just happen in the factory. So my whole chat was like, oh my God, dude, I think that's fucked. That's suspicious. I think you got scammed. And then I got texts from 2 of my friends who are into trading cards, like while they were watching the stream. My one buddy, Andrew, he was like, yo, it looks like you got fucking scammed. And then Jake, the editor for this podcast, texted me, he was like, yeah, man, I think that's a resealed pack. And bro, it hurt my feelings, man. It sucks. Because, when you spend $400 on something, you expect it to be the thing you spent $400 on, right? But it was pretty like I straight up on the Twitch stream, I think like that is a masterclass of like the stages of grief, right? Like that was the 7 stages of grief. Is it 5? Okay, there's 5. Yeah. Denial, anger, bargaining, depression, acceptance. It was that. It was all of that. Denial, I was like, no, there's no way. Anger, I was pissed. Bargaining, I was bargaining. I went to the dollar store, tried to find a bargain, and then I was sad, and then I accepted it, and then we moved on. But man, it's just so weird. Like, why that? Why Digimon? If it's true, I mean, okay, I did message the seller, and they were like, that's impossible. This has been sitting in storage for 20 years, and it was purchased new 20 years ago. But like, you could just say that. You could just be saying that. It could be a lie. I don't know, but I'll believe you. I like to think that no one is out there to hurt me or scam me or lie to me, okay? So I'll believe you. Oh, if you tell me anything, even if there's so much proof to like prove otherwise, I'd be like, oh, okay, that's fine. Yeah, just please like me. Just please. Because I don't want to be the guy to be like, you fucking scammer. You scammed me. If it didn't happen, you know? So yeah, you know what? I think I'm just gonna take the L on that one. Because who knows? Maybe it was factory error. I don't know. Who knows? But the hunt continues, okay? So I will be opening more boxes on my Twitch channel very soon. But man, it's like, I get it for like Pokemon boxes if you want to like fuck around, because those can sell for like tens of thousands of dollars, maybe hundreds. But Digimon, bro? Digimon cards? There's no way. I just don't see the point. I don't know. I don't know, man. It was rough. It was a rough stream, but I opened a second box on the stream, and that was normal. That one was normal, so I felt a little better. But man, I was losing my mind, bro. But that's like a rite of passage. It's like a rite of passage into the trading card community, right? I got scammed early. I got it done early, so, and on a cheap box. Imagine spending like thousands on a box and getting scammed. That would suck. All right, folks. I think we should change the subject. Okay, let's change the subject. All right. So I wanted to talk about this shit, man. I saw this story about this Corinna Kopf girl. Also, okay, first off, you got Cop in your last name. Even if it's with a K. You can't be having Cop. You can't be a cop. How dare you be a cop? Okay, but no, there's like some she got into some like, backlash because she tweeted this thing about the vaccine. I'll read the tweet. She said, no one talks about the anxiety some people face when asked to take a vaccine. We are consistently asked to respect people's feelings and personal choices. But all that is thrown out the window when someone's nervousness is taken as selfishness. And it says in this article, shortly after posting this tweet, Cop received a huge amount of backlash from users calling her stupid and self-centered. Okay. So yeah, I mean, I just wanted to talk about this because I thought it kind of relates to other things I want to talk about later on in the podcast, but like, if you're I get feeling nervous about the vaccine, right? Like it's something you're putting into your body, right? That I understand that. Like before I went into it, I was like, yo, what if this like kills me? That's just your brain. That's just your brain trying to self-sabotage you, right? I was like, what if this like kills me? Obviously it won't. It doesn't. It hasn't happened. But that's just your brain just trying to think of the worst case scenario, right? But like, yeah, man, it's not like, respect people's feelings and personal choices. All that is thrown out the window because I'm nervous. And everyone should bend over backwards and make sure that that's okay. I don't know, dude. It's just the way the tweet was worded is very funny to me. But also, yeah, the point I wanted to make is like, if you're thinking that, then think that, and leave it at that. If you're thinking that, fine. Keep it in your head though. Right? Like, is this a thing that I don't, and that I'm just not a part of? Like, if you're like a big creator, do you just purposely say dumb shit for attention? Is that the meta? is that the Twitter meta that I'm just like not a part of? I mean, never mind. I do say really dumb shit on Twitter, but it's not for attention, right? Well, it is, but it's not. You know what I mean? I do it. When I say dumb shit on Twitter, it's to be funny or gross or stupid, because that's what Twitter is. But like something about that being like, yeah, a lot of people are. No one talks about being nervous for the vaccine. Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. Or we think about it, and then that's it. You don't tweet it. You don't have to tweet everything. That's the thing. You could just not tweet it. Right? I don't get it. And when she put out that fucking anxiety merch, you remember that shit? Merch that just with just the definition of anxiety on it. Uh-oh. Why? Why do that? Just simply don't do that. Oh, instead of doing that, you could not do that. I know you want to do that. I know. But here's the alternative. Don't. Like, God, like that's a, like, anxiety is a thing that, like, you know, it makes life like fucking miserable for people, right? And you're just like, put on a shirt. Put on a shirt. Imagine like putting out a fucking like putting out a sweater that just said like alcoholism, right? A shirt that just said gambling addiction. And that was your merch. If every YouTuber had to put out merch of like what health problems they had, you know, I'll put out that fucking I'll put out that fucking psoriasis merch coming out real soon. I got that I got this new psoriasis beanie dropping real soon, bro. So you can hide your fucking psoriasis on your scalp. Yo, eczema socks in the merch shop right now, bro. Check it out. Brand new eczema socks. They're very itchy. They're dry. They're dry socks. You're gonna hate it. Especially if you have eczema. Oh my god. It's gonna be a fucking nightmare for you. But it's all good. Any bald YouTuber, you'd be like, yo, new alopecia fucking cap, dad hat. That's crazy. You know, what this corona person should do is put out COVID-19 merch. She should put out, because she said she's getting the vaccine, but still. Yo, I got COVID. Fucking run it up. Run up the new merch, bro. New strain. Yo, he copped the new Delta variant t-shirt, bro. It's fire. It's just spreading like wildfire. That's how fire it is. But yeah, speaking of no hate to, I mean, maybe a little bit, but no hate to the Corinna person, but like I just thought that was a fucking, just my point is just, you don't gotta tweet everything, you know. But she was actually in. But she's she's making a bunch of money. She's killing it. People like her. All good. But she was in a David Dobrik video recently that I saw, his like newest one. And fuck, bro, I hate his titles of his videos. I've always hated them. I get it. You need it. He's getting the clicks, he's getting attention and stuff, but bro, they fucking suck. His titles fucking suck. Like his most recent one. She made $4 million in 1 month. Freak out. In brackets, freak out. Who's freaking out? Me? Because I hate the title so much? Yeah. Yeah. Surprising best friend with Dream Girl. Doesn't, just doesn't say her name. With Dream Girl. The Dream Girl I just picked up from the store. Surprise, a woman. Surprise, a human. Then what? Then what happens? The friend goes, oh, cool. That's the Dream Girl. Then what do? Do you have to go on a date? What happens? Do you guys get married? What happens now? They go, okay, that's you. Nice. I sure feel surprised. Surprising best friend with Dream Girls on DVD. Freak out. Surprising little brother with Tupac. Well, he's dead, so I don't think that happened. Surprising little brother with a decomposed corpse of Tupac. Freak out. Oh yeah, same thing. Surprising best friend with puppy. Freak out. Oh man. I mean, it definitely looks like his view count definitely plummeted after the apology and everything. Basically, like cut in half almost. Oh man. Yeah, I just don't. I mean, I like how he's not using the same face, like the same picture for his thumbnails like he used to do, like these old ones. Oh, but almost murdered my friend. Oh, it almost fucking killed a guy. Freak out. Surprising my friend with a near-death experience. Freak out. Oh, man. What a guy, Yeah, it's so weird that... It is weird that he's just like, business as usual now, right? Just back. He's back. I mean, people are watching his videos, so, I don't know. You can be mad at them, I guess. Well, I guess we can be mad at him too, but the people watching it. But it just goes to show you, as much as people complain about cancel culture, it's like not a thing really, People will just like come back. It's like a paid leave they go on, and they come back and they're just like, so that was crazy. Anyways, I surprised my friend with a Dream Girl. The only person that I don't think will come back, well, they probably will, but did y'all see this dababy stuff, man? Y'all see this shit happen with dababy, bro? this whole saga is wild. Because this is another thing, like I said earlier, bro. You could just not say dumb shit. You know? Even if you're thinking it in your head, not good. Not a good thing to think. But obviously don't say it out loud. Right? You know, we all have, like, weird thoughts sometimes. And they're just in our head. And as a human, as a good person, you think you're like, oh, that's not good that I just thought that. I should not vocalize that. That was weird that I just thought that. You know when you're driving and you pass someone and you're like, I could kill that person so easily. You know? Or am I insane? Fuck you. We all think that, right? Even when you're just driving with people in your car, I was like, you're like, I could kill all of us. You know? Man, if I ever go crazy and kill someone, this is going to be used in court. And that's okay. Okay? Because that's just more proof. And I promise to everyone watching, I will never kill anybody. But you know what I mean, right? We all have those thoughts. Obviously, like, I'm not walking around, people aren't walking around being like, being gay is wrong, right? dababy is, but this time he was like, you know what? I'm going to say it out loud this time in front of a million people with phones out. So let's watch this video if you haven't seen it yet. So dababy was performing at Rolling Loud. And oh, what the fuck? Okay, this is what he said.
You didn't show up today with HIV, AIDS, any of them deadly sexually transmitted diseases that'll make you die in 2-3 weeks. Put a cell phone light in the air. Lady, if your pussy smell like water, put a cell phone light in the air. Fellas,
lights up.
Fellas, if you ain't sucking nigga dick in the parking lot, put your cell phone lights in the air.
Let's be real about this shit.
Yeah, keep it fucking real.
Some of y'all niggas suspect as a motherfucker. Let's be real.
Okay. What are you? What are you doing? Are you you're performing a show for people, a rap show, right? It's supposed to be like high energy, hype shit, right? And you're like, hey, anybody got a fucking life-threatening disease? I hope not. If you don't have a life-threatening disease, it's time to party. What the fuck are you talking about, man? What? What? Why are you saying that? Why? Hey, dababy, why did you say that? That makes no sense at all. Also, ladies, if your pussy smells like water, what?
Transmitted diseases that'll make you die in 2-3 weeks. Put a cell phone light in the air. Lady, if your pussy smell like water, put a cell phone light in the air.
I mean, who hasn't said that at a show?
Fellas,
lights up.
Fellas, if you ain't sucking nigga dick in the parking lot, put your cell phone lights in the air.
Let's be real about this shit.
Okay. So if you're a guy and you're not sucking dick in the parking lot, put your cell phone lighter up. So he's saying that it's not good to, like, what? I'm having trouble, like, understanding why he said this. Right? Just so openly homophobic for no reason at a show, at a concert, man. What are you doing? What are you doing? Yeah, even the crowd too. The crowd got like way too hype after that, dude. The crowd got way too hype after he said the sucking dick in the parking lot. Don't do it there. Anywhere else is fine, but not in a parking lot. Maybe that's what they meant? I don't know. So this is what we'll watch his response too. We'll watch his response. What he said.
I'm gonna address this weak ass internet shit one time, and I'm gonna get back to giving my love to my fans. See what I'm saying? Because what me and my fans do at the live show, it don't concern you niggas on the internet or you bitter bitches on the internet. It's not y'all business. You know what I'm saying? Like, what I do at a live show is for the audience at the live show. It'll never translate correctly to somebody looking at a little 5-6 second clip from their goddamn crib
Okay.
on their phone. It just don't work like that. Like,
Right.
because regardless of what you motherfuckers talking about, how the internet and twisted up my motherfucking words, me and all my fans at the show, the gay ones and the straight ones, we turned the fuck up. I'm talking about my boy that was at the front of the stage, left over there by where I jumped at.
Okay. I mean, I can understand like taking 5-6 seconds of a show and like, you know, maybe out of context it doesn't make sense, but like saw all of it. Unless there was a second before this, what you just said, where you're like, guys, everything I'm about to say, yeah, I don't mean it. It's a joke. And then you did that? I don't think you did. I haven't seen that. I haven't seen that clip. And like, just because you said it on a stage in front of 100,000 people doesn't absolve you of what you said, right? Doesn't just make it okay, right? No, he said it on stage though. What? No, he said it when he was like a little higher than everybody else, so it's actually fine that he did that. If you could say anything as long as you're a little higher than the people who are watching you. That's just like showbiz 101. So yeah, he got cut from like a lot of festivals like Lollapalooza, a bunch of other ones. Cause, you know, they don't want, you know, you don't want like all this stuff. You don't want them, you know, you don't want that like negative, you know, all that negative news, you know, this person has all this controversy and now they're playing your festival. Like that's just, I guess that's just not a smart like business thing, right? So he apologized. He said in an Instagram post, social media moves so fast that people want to demolish you before you even have the opportunity to grow. Educate and learn from your mistakes, he wrote. As a man who has had to make his own way from very difficult circumstances, having people I know publicly working against me, knowing that what I needed was education on these topics and guidance has been challenging. So pretty big change from the video that that we just watched, right? Pretty big change of heart only a few days after. And as of last night, the apology was deleted. So you could tell that apology was just PR, right? His PR team being like, we got to fucking chill, right? We got to post this so we stop like losing so much money right now. And then when that didn't work, I guess he was like, fuck it. I didn't mean it anyway, so I'm just going to delete it, right? You know, I will say this. I doubt this is the end for dababy. We've seen countless examples of people getting canceled and then like a few weeks or a few months later, they're like, hey guys, what's up? And everyone's like, good to see ya. You know? But again, just don't say dumb shit. Right? Say dumb shit. Don't say like offensive dumb shit, right? Because like, what does that do? What does that do for anybody? Nothing. You could think about running people over. Don't actually do it. That's my advice. Okay, we got to do shitty TikTok of the week. I've been meaning to talk about this one for weeks. I meant to screen record, but I turned the flashlight on my phone. That is the most 60-year-old thing I've ever done. Ooh. Holy shit, I'm an old man. Okay, so let's watch this TikTok. Dude, it's so fucking funny. Okay. So for people who are... Okay, we'll just watch it, and then... We'll watch it, and then I'll talk about what's happening for the people who are listening. When everyone in your family keeps asking when you'll have a baby, but you're busy building an empire together. Dude, I'm just going to let this play on loop. So there's this couple, they're walking through an empty parking garage. And the first caption is, when everyone in your family keeps asking when you'll have a baby, and then the beat drops, and it says, but you're busy building an empire together. And they both look at the camera all tough. And this guy on the right, whoa. This guy on the right looks like he's never had a thought in his head. He has never had an original. There's nothing going on up there. Like, he looks like he's accidentally holding her hand. He's not even her boyfriend. He just found his way. He's just aimlessly walking around this empty parking lot like, whoa, where? I don't know where I am. I'm lost. Huh? Where am I? And this girl was filming content. She's like, yo, dude, you want to, like, be in my video? He's like, huh? What is that? What's the video? What is this? Huh? And she's like, shut up. Just take my hand. He's like, oh, okay. This guy could kick my ass, no problem. And he probably will if he ever sees me, but you'll never see me. I'm invisible. Okay. So I commented on the video. Of course, I had to. And I said, this is genuinely the hardest I've ever laughed at a TikTok. Thank you so much. Because I laughed really hard at this when I saw it. I couldn't fucking believe what I was seeing. And they responded, dude. She responded and said, you're so welcome, Curtis. You're so welcome, Curtis. I really wish I could return the compliment. Oh. That stings. You ever get it hurts to get dissed by someone, but to get dissed by someone who's building an empire, bro. It hurts. That's what I wanted. You're so welcome, Curtis. I really wish I could return the compliment. And then someone responded to that. Someone got butthurt. Oh, ratioed. And they said, yes, Curtis. Okay, wow. So let's see how about we take a look at the empire that they're building? Influence group. The agency you deserve. Dude. We connect you the most... Dude, it's a fucking influencer. Dude. It's an influencer agency. Yeah. Fuck, man. The next great empire. There's this article here called 8 Largest Empires in History. They gotta add number 9, bro. There's the Persian Empire, the Han Dynasty. You know, all these. I don't know how to pronounce that. Umayyad Caliphate, Mongol Empire, the Ottoman Empire, Spanish Empire, Russian Empire, British Empire. Hey, put fucking SF influence group up there, dude. That's the next one. That's the next empire, bro. That's the next one. Change the history books. Rewrite them. Girl and guy. So yeah, guys, be careful when you walk around empty parking garage. These two might fucking corner you. Brag about their empire. Dude, that's so funny. Like, what? The crazy thing is, before that video, it's just the same video, but with no captions. And then with no text on the video. But then the caption of the video is, what caption would you put on this video? So someone commented that? Why? Someone commented that and they're like, yep. When will you have baby? Oh, come on, when will you have baby? Shut up, bitch. We're building an empire together. Like, Jesus. What's the empire? Teeth whitening brands and teas that make you crap blood. Fuck, man, that's so funny. God, like influencers like that are just so fascinating to me. I would love to just like spend a day just like with them, see what they do in a day. It's so fascinating, man. Good for them, I guess. I don't fucking know, dude. Just such a weird video. Me and Jenna got to recreate that shit, man. Shot for shot. I'll walk around an empty parking garage. Huh? Where am I going? Is this good? Am I good? She's like, yeah, this is going on TikTok. Huh? This isn't a... You're going to put me in a clock? I don't know how to do that. I don't think I'll fit. My arms are too big. Okay. I think we could do some advice really quick, and then we'll wrap it up. Where's the fucking advice sound? We could do some advice. Damn, I need a jingle for my advice segment. Jingle for my advice segment. For my advice segment. Jingle for my advice segment. Okay. This one comes from Jingle Bell. Jingle Bell Rattler. Basically, my very close friends all have been remaining friends with my ex. Okay. I don't want to go too much into it, but it was extremely terrible breakup. She hurt me extremely badly in so many ways and in so many layers. My friends all know these terrible things, but just sort of ignore them and remain friends with her. My closest friend has even started mixing in with ex's friends and new boyfriend, who she kind of pretty much cheated on me with while we were together. Whoa. I've tried to talk to them about how hurt I am by this, that this entire experience has been extremely difficult and painful, but they all kind of sweep it under the rug. Wow. These are friends that are very dear to me and very good friends, so I can't ditch them or break ties with them or anything like that. What should I do? Wow, that's fucked up. Yeah, bro. I don't know. It's weird. I mean, I get, like, I just can't picture being friends with any of my friends' exes. That's so out of the question. Like, I wouldn't even think of that. Right? Even if it's especially if it's a bad breakup, right? Even if it ended on, like, good terms and they, like, don't hate each other, I'm still not talking to that person. You know, right? I'm just like, okay, cool. They're gone now. They don't exist anymore, right? Well, they do, but like to me, it's like good, not good. You know what I mean? So that's troubling to me that they're still friends with them. I don't think that's good. I don't think that's a good friend. I don't think they're being good friends to you. Especially if you vocalize this and they just sweep it under the rug. What the fuck? I don't know what you should do. I mean, like, because my advice is to be like, fuck them, get new friends. But, I mean, that's not easy. And also, you don't want to do that because you just said you didn't want to do that. So, I honestly don't know. I think keep bringing it up. All right? Make them uncomfortable, man. That's fucked up. That's bad friendship, what they're doing. Right? Because you said it was an extremely terrible breakup. She hurt you extremely badly in many ways. And your friends know about everything. Yeah, man. Yeah. Keep bringing it up, man. Make them uncomfy. Make them be better friends. I'm sorry you're going through that, man. Imagine being like, yo, I talked to your fucking ex yesterday. We're actually chilling later. If I said that to like Jacob or Dean, I don't think we'd be friends anymore. Like, they'd be like, no, you're not. You're not doing that. And if I was like, fuck you, I'm still doing it, then they wouldn't be my friend, dude. And that's good. Right? That's fucked up. Sorry. Again, this is just my advice. I'm not an expert. I'm just saying how I feel. Okay, next question comes from the Queen of Poland. So my grandma is getting old, and she keeps talking about death and makes everyone uncomfortable about it. She owns her house, and it's a cute, nice house in a really nice area. I want to ask her if she could leave the house to me or my dad in the will, rather than my deadbeat uncle, or selling it. But I don't want to be insensitive or too awkward about it. How do you think I should go about that conversation? I'm 21 right now, and I know she has a few good years left in her, so I'm probably mid-20s or almost 30 when she passes or has to move out. Houses are just so expensive, and it would be a lot easier to enter into adulthood with an established place rather than renting a shitty apartment. There's time and room for things to change. I would just really like her house. Okay. Yeah, bro, I was just at my grandparents' house, and it's crazy how old people talk about death. It is insane. They are unhinged. Like, we'll just be talking about, like, yeah, maybe, like, down the road, I'll maybe do this and do that. And they're like, well, we'll be dead by then. You're like, what? Maybe not. Jesus. Like, they just, like, and all they ever talk about is people, like, who died that they know, right? It's pretty gnarly. I will say I get it. I understand. I'm probably going to be the same way when I'm, like, 80. I'm going to be making everyone feel uncomfortable. I don't care. Everyone's getting it. Everyone I talk to, I'm like, hey, don't forget me when I die real soon. You know? I'm going to make everybody uncomfortable. I totally get it. But right now, I am uncomfortable. Because they talk about it like it's a dinner date they got coming up. Like, so nonchalant about it. Like, yeah, I'm probably going to die later. I'm probably going to die next week. Like, hey, can you not say that, please? But like you said, you want their house. That's tough. I guess that I've never actually... This is an interesting question. Because is it selfish? Is it a selfish thing to ask someone that? I don't know. Or is it like... It is an uncomfortable conversation. Absolutely. But I think those need to happen sometimes, right? Yeah. Because, like, obviously the house has got to go somewhere, right? If it's in the will. And you don't want to be like... I don't know. Like, that's tough. That's a really interesting question. I've never really thought about this. Because, like, the way you describe it, I feel like they'll be pretty open about that, because my grandparents always like, yeah, you'll get this one day. You'll get this. You'll get that. Like, that's just like how they talk. So maybe you could just be like, hey, can I ask you who's getting the house? Yeah, because even that, it's like when you die, like, I don't know. This is weird. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe you could watch a movie about, or read a book about wills. You know, maybe you watch Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. You got Will in that, Will Smith. You know? And then you could be like, yo, I watched Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, like all the seasons last month. There's this really good show. Yeah, Will Smith is really funny. Speaking of wills, can I have this house? Maybe you could do that, right? Organically bring it up. Or what you could do, seriously, complain about the housing market, right? Be like, oh, I'll never afford a house. It's the only way I could get a freaking house is if someone was just to freaking give me one. But that'll never happen. Right, Game? Right? Guilt her. Guilt her in her old age, okay? That's fucked up. Don't do that. I don't know. Yeah, maybe bring it up organically. You know, be straightforward. You know, be like, hey, I would love this house. Yeah, I think bring it up organically and like be direct, right? Communication is key. And if they're so comfortable with talking about death, maybe when you bring it up, it's weird for us, but maybe if you bring it up, it's like less weird for them. I don't know. I'm talking about old people like they're like a different species. I don't mean to be saying stuff like that, but or you could do the Will Smith route. I don't care. Okay, well that'll probably wrap it up. Holy shit. Thanks for hanging out. This is episode 156. Thanks for chilling. Make sure to like the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you haven't already. Yeah, man. Let me know what you think. Love reading the comments on these. It's always good. You know, check out the Patreon, patreon.com/very-really-good. Bonus episodes. I'm about to record that other one right now, dude. So if you want to hear more, if you want more of the podcast, right now, there's already 4 bonus episodes on there too. So you can, that's a bunch of content. It's like 4 hours of content, bro. Well, like three and a half. But yeah, if you want, thanks for listening. And hope you enjoy the rest of your week. Appreciate you. Thank you. Take care.